angry, Aussie, 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 angry, Aussie, 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 angry.
All right. I just realized I was sitting there with a weird, serious expression on my face that there's no real call for. But here we are. Haven't done a Tuesday night stream for a little while. But it's an unusual week for me, so surprises could happen. First surprise, fire on ice. Make ice look pretty. That looks right. Easy done. Oh yeah, I'm going to shoot a bit of video, but I was just keeping the light consistent. So I'm quickly going to pour my latest clarified cocktail and then do the talky bit for it. Good morning. And then I'm going to do a grand unveiling of this incredibly elaborate box, of which I have two. All right, so this back here. These will all here. It's quite a dark, but still perfectly clear, clarified cocktail. I have high hopes for this. I think it's going to be yummy. Let's see. Just got to do a video of pouring it. Pretty straightforward. Come on, Dana. Dang it. What's beautiful amber color. Okay, turn that off. That's done. Oh, I'm getting confused with what I want to do. I am feeling quite enthused. Don't know why I'm making the song. Okay, got that. Turn our audio recorder on. Okie doke. Is this one ready? It looks ready. Is this one ready? You look ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. Continuing my quest to do milk clarified versions of as many cocktails as possible. Today, I'm doing a classic, the milk funch. G'day, cocktail lovers. Continuing my quest to just make as many. Oh, fuck! Stupid Italian hands. Okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm continuing on my quest to do as many milk clarifications of classic cocktails as I can. Today, I am doing a milk clarified fish house punch. I won't admit. There's a car going. I won't admit to how many takes it took me to say fish house punch. Jesus, I did it again. I won't admit to how many takes it took me to say fish house punch clearly because I find that really difficult to say for some reason. If you look online, you will find quite a few varying recipes for fish house punch. The basic ones that are most common have brandy, they have some rum, they have tea, there's often a peach liqueur, and some citrus juice. A cocktail kit subscription, and recently they did a kit for the fish house punch. Rather than tea and rather than a peach liqueur, they had this peached iced tea concentrate. And I thought this was really interesting because a lot of the classic clarified cocktail recipes have tea as a central element. How classic, you say? Well, we don't really know when people first doing. How classic, you ask? Well, we don't really know when people first started doing milk punches, but Benjamin Franklin has a recipe for a milk punch in his diaries. Strong tea tends to go very well in a milk punch because the clarification process softens flavors. So you can get the nice clean tea taste without the harsh tannins you get if you make the tea too strong. With that in mind, I thought I would up the proportions of this iced tea concentrate, thinking that's going to bring through some really good flavors when I clarify it. My kit included a white rum and a brandy liqueur. I thought seeing the clarification process is going to dilute the drink, I am going to go with stronger elements. This is, well, what do they call it? A spirit drink made with the finest rum. This is like a fruity spiced rum, quote unquote, and I'm going with a full strength brandy rather than a brandy liqueur. For people who don't know, why a milk punch is diluted, because you add it to milk which separates into curds and whey, and the whey is added to your drink. That's not alcoholic. And also, I'm doing the citrus version of it. There is citrus in a fish house punch, so that's not going to dilute much more. But the whey element will actually dilute the milk punch, and it softens the flavors as well. So I went with a few elements that have bolder flavors. A basic recipe for fish house punch is essentially equal parts of the elements, the brandy, the rum, the tea, and the citrus. I am going equal parts except doubling up on this peach tea concentrate, and we're going to see how it goes. So that was 1 part of orange juice, 1 part of the peach iced tea concentrate, 1 part of the brandy, and 1 part of the rum. 1 part of the rum. I'm adding that to the milk in the ratio of about 4 parts of the cocktail to 1 part of milk and giving that a gentle stir. And I just let it sit for half an hour or so to make sure the curdling's starting to happen. When you see the separation, then I pour that through a paper coffee filter and let it run through for a while, because it's not the filter that does the hard work of clarifying, it's the curds, and they need to settle all the way to the bottom of the filter. So the first amount that comes through will be a bit cloudy generally. So you let it run through for a while and then pour that back through, or alternatively, run the entire cocktail through more than once. Once you've finished the filtering process, all that's left to do is pour it over some... Once the clarification's done, all that's left is to pour yourself a serve. And of course, I'm recommending pouring it over a big chunk of sexy clear ice, because that shows off both the clarity of the milk punch and the clear ice in your glass. It's darker than a lot of the milk punches I've made, and I put that down to the tea element. They're usually some shade of yellow if you're using brown spirits. This one is much more amber than a lot, but the big deal is, what does it taste like? It tastes great. I'm getting the fruity elements both from the peach tea and the fruity rum drink, and it has kept the tea flavor, but it's softened it. Like, that was a reasonably intense flavor because it is the concentrate to make yourself some iced tea, and I used quite a bit, and it's worked in as much as the nice flavors have come through and the harsher elements have been smoothed out. I liked the Fish House Punch in the kit. This clarified, this is one where I like the clarified version even more. It's a little bit sweet. If you don't have the same sweet tooth as me, maybe you wouldn't want to double up on the tea concentrate. I regret nothing. This is tasting great. It looks great too. And it's just another reason why I keep experimenting with milk clarification, because you get all sorts of different results from different ingredients. And it's always a surprise. And 9 times out of 10 at least, it tastes really good. This one's no exception. A milk clarified Fish House Punch. I told you that was hard for me to say. And it's going to be harder after I knock a bit of this back. So I'll head off now. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Hope to see you again soon. Until I do, I'll say cheers. Oh, good Lord.
Man tries to talk and struggles.
Oh, wait, let's turn this off and turn this off. Oof, my battery was just about to run out. Finally judged. Okay, so put this over here. I'm not going to make any more videos tonight. I'll just settle down. I want to switch this off. Okay, and then we're done. Donezo. Got these stoppers. Okay. All right, what's been happening while I've been doing that? Ew, creepy cupboard opened for no reason. Stop that creepy cupboard. Put that there to start with. Put this over here. Oh, you've been watching Pluribus. I will get around to it at some point. Hey, Pat. And hey, Celtic King. So yes, I've been away on the weekend. We went to Healesville in the Yarra Valley, which is very nice. And hello, Hannah. Ooh, Super Baby. What is happening with Super Baby? Love Super Baby updates. Okay, I'm just sorry. I was just tracking different bottles of things I have here. Am I ready to do various things? I shall have another sip while I wait for a Super Baby update. That's really yummy. It's just very sweet. It's very yummy. So you saw Super Baby over the weekend? Oh, you gave him the caterpillar, the hungry caterpillar. Thanks, Celtic. I also like the short haircut more as time goes by, as does Mrs. Angry. So looks like I made a good decision. Everyone approves. Okay, well, I hope Super Baby loved the caterpillar as much as I did. You loved it, caught on to feeding the caterpillar immediately, tried to climb inside the bag of food to find more to feed him. I am so glad Super Baby likes the caterpillar. It was awesome. Oh, nice. Pat, you won basketball on Friday. Good stuff. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you for providing a counterpoint, Strictly Sega. You like the long hair better. That's okay. Weird is good. I'm a fan of weird. I mean, I liked the long hair. Like I, grew it out for 5 years. Super Baby grabbed each food, looked at it, then gave it to the caterpillar. Nice. Ah, perfect. Perfect gift from the aunt. Okay, so I got my Black Friday deal. Except they missed one bottle. They better fucking send it. I've emailed them saying, hey, you missed a bottle. So he has sausages, his current favorite food. When I said, look, feed the caterpillar a sausage, he took one look at the sausage and shoved it in his own mouth to try and eat it. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. But yeah, Pat, did you ever have long hair? Hannah, when you said, no, give it to the caterpillar, he stopped eating it, put it back in the bag. I think he made himself very clear. Sausages he is. Yeah, so from a website called Sipify, I got a bunch of stuff that was really marked down. 2 different brandies, Australian brandies, because I'm always going to use brandies in cocktails, particularly around Christmas. Probably going to get a lot of use out of brandies. And they had these commemorative Year of the Snake whiskey and rum. And they didn't send me the rum, but I got... This was originally sold at like $250. And it was like $55. So I should have done a video unboxing of that. Look at that. That's so elaborate. All right. Now, also, let's get this. Even the bottle's elaborate. All right. So, 23rd Street Distillery, Year of the Snake whiskey. From Kangaroo Island, 41.8%. Finished in 15-year-old Galway pipe tawny casks. Ooh, so this was finished in port casks. Nice. So, Super Baby's at the stage of throwing everything except when he knows what he's doing and calculates the value of what he's throwing before he does it. Sandwich crust, gone. Favorite biscuit, keep. Only allowed 1 arrowroot a day. Slammed down a tiny crumb of it. Picked it up and ate it. There's no way he's going to throw it. Nice. Well, now I've got whiskey that was expensive, but I got ridiculously cheap. I'll have to try it. And then, in my usual affront to whiskey wankers everywhere, I'll make an old-fashioned with it. Like, I couldn't resist getting 2 bottles of this whiskey because it was such an absurd markdown, like 250 to 50 odd. Be funny if it tastes like Jack Daniels. Well, it's cheaper than Jack Daniels. So, in fact, I feel like looking at the website now and seeing if they're still selling it or if they got rid of them all on Shipify. So, what do they do? Oh, they're actually doing some other specials. Okay, so the rum, which they didn't send me, was $150. Now they're selling it for $100. I got it for like $50. Wait, what else is in? Overwhelming demand shipping days. Yeah, it didn't take a while to send it to me, but yep, they have not kept the Black Friday prices. They've still got stuff on sale, but not for the price it was on Black Friday. Ooh, now, so they do still appear to have the rum selling for $100. Oh, no, wait, I don't want rum. I want whiskey. Yes, 23rd Street. All the regular 23rd Streets. Oh, that's interesting. A different one. Year of the Horse, $175. Yeah, well, they appear to have sold out the whiskey, but I did get my 2 bottles of it. It had 50 odd instead of 250. Nice. Is that your mate who's the wrestler, Pat? You won basketball. Your friend won wrestling. It's all happening. I'm going to get one of my tasting glasses. Don't know that I want to do a full-on comparison tonight. Let's just see what this is like. Probably have to keep this bottle with the Year of the Snake stuff on it. Keep one of them anyway. 2026 is the Year of the Horse. That makes sense. So 2025 was the Year of the Snake. I'm a horse. I'm a fire horse. Celtic abusing staff. Okay. Told the cops where to find him. Yeah. Someone needs to sort him out. Let's go. Ooh. Smells nice. I'm so bad. I don't have the words. It smells nice. Is it kind of caramel? Bit fruity. It's very nice. It's very nice. Smooth. And very warm. I feel very warm on the inside now. It's really nice. Like vanilla, caramel, even sort of vaguely sort of stone fruit flavor. It would make sense that next year is the Fire Horse because they give it that name every 12 years, if I remember rightly. The thing is, Celtic, with anyone who has mental health challenges, they need to, it's like they have to want help. Thanks, Kelsey. Mrs. Angry likes it too. Ooh. On Christmas Pud, I think it would you get these cream liqueurs, like whiskey cream liqueur is a classic. I think those flavors would be very good in something like that, a custard or whiskey or cream liqueur you could make with that. Oh yes, Pat, telling us about TikTok, but we don't know what it is. And I would say put a TikTok on the friggin' Discord, but you've forgotten how to log into Discord. Log into Discord. So we don't get Pat's movie reviews anymore. Wait, did Pat ever? I don't think Pat ever put a TikTok up on movie reviews. No, I'm just scrolling through a bunch of 10 out of 10 reviews. It's always fun to me when I find one that you didn't give 10 out of 10. I think Wolfman only gets 8 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for Paddington in Peru. Hated Paddington in Peru. 4 out of 10 for Gladiator 2. Most of the world agrees with you on that. Nine out of 10 for Smile 2. 10 out of 10 for Man-Eater Shark. I love it. What do we got on Jukebox? Oh, your number one Spotify song was Midnight Oil, La Reach Away. There you go. That's one I'm not very familiar with. And the Waterboys, Hole of the Moon was number 2. Celtic King, 4 a.m. start. Take care. Streaky say you like the MCW wrestling, not as backyard as you thought. High production values. I like it because people haven't been able to go on the Plex, so you've just been going download. Libraries are going by a quarter. Nice. Well, I'll be catching up next week with a couple things, maybe. Oh, yeah. So, well, there's a lot of people here. But, okay, I'm actually going to liberate my little finger. I won't be lifting anything. So it's still a little bit swollen compared to the control. Bit bruised looking. But I'm getting surgery on that on Thursday. So I went and saw a specialist and he went, yep, this is not going to get fixed unless we do some surgery on the ligaments. Yes, Strixhager, The Prisoner was the 60s ones with the bubbles. Yes. Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. The Simpsons Prisoner was hilarious because when the giant bouncy ball chased Homer off the island and he stopped it just by popping it with a fork, and it cuts back to like the scientists in the lab, and one looks at the other and goes, why did you think a big bouncy ball would work? And she responds, shut up, that's why. The Simpsons take on The Prisoner, which I think was a Halloween special. So, not literal canon for The Simpsons, but it was a funny one. I've not watched all of The Prisoner. I've watched a few episodes and remember it being pretty trippy. It's like deep Cold War paranoia. What do you know? What is that? Okay, that is actually maybe a little bit sweet. Actually, maybe that would be good as a spritz. Put some bubbles in it. So, Strict saying it's not a Halloween special. The computer wore menace shoes. Homer is Mr. X. Oh, was it the Mr. X episode? See, so many Simpsons episodes, I can't keep them straight. So the prisoner island is canonically real in Simpsons universe. That's interesting. But you know what I should do? Some more advent calendar. What's the date today? The 9th. So Sophie got the island part, but remembered the Mr. X part. Oh, so only 2 to open. Okay. Hadn't opened the 8th. What's the 8th in the advent calendar? Ah. Come out. It is... lime something. God, old man eyes. I need more light. Never take something happens in The Simpsons as something that's thematically real. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no, it's a Gin Mule. Okay. And Lisa said at the end of the episode when Homer was friends with Flanders. Everything's back to normal. Yes. Simpsons has almost the same level of self-awareness as Deadpool. Okay, this is a dark one. Let's see if I can read this on its own. Oh, espresso martini. I was about to say, no, I can't. Okay, so the 8th, we, not that you'll be able to see that. For the 8th, we have the Gin Mule. And for the 9th, we have the espresso martini. Yes, upon reflection, maybe this super sweet clarified cocktail needs to have soda added to it. Did you just look up the recipe for a Gin Mule? I have heard of it. A mule suggests ginger beer. See, liquor.com normally has simpler recipes. Lime juice, gin, ginger beer, and simple syrup. It's going to be very, very smart. How does Difford's do it? They're normally fussy. Gin, lime juice, ginger liqueur, sugar syrup, and ginger beer. Actually, Difford's idea is pretty good. Up the ginger a bit with the ginger liqueur. Yeah, I'd actually vote for Difford's recipe on that. And also with, yeah. Why you say gin twice? I don't know. But yeah, Difford's 60 mils gin, 15 mils lime juice, 10 mils ginger liqueur, 5 mils sugar syrup, 75 mils ginger beer. I don't mind ginger beer, but I much prefer ginger ale. It's the actual fermented beer taste that you like. A good ginger beer has a fermented beer taste, and I'm not a huge fan because I don't drink beer. All righty. Well, Well, I'm going to use my instant old-fashioned mix to make an old-fashioned. Let's get a jigger. Year of the Snake old-fashioned coming up. Ooh, I feel it. That might be my last alcoholic beverage for the night. Who knows? Okay, but I've made my instant old-fashioned mix that I like to take when I go out with Mrs. Engel. We're just going out to pubs and maybe don't do cocktails. So I'll just get a whiskey or a rum and add this to it. And instant old-fashioned. Did this at the Hillsville Hotel last night. Twice. Got two different whiskies. Sazerac Rye and Woodford Reserve. And they're both good. Probably a slight preference for the Sazerac Rye as an old-fashioned whiskey. Okay. And I might as well put the cherry in there. Uncle Dan's discontinuing. Oh, does that mean they've marked it down? Because that's pretty goddamn good. A bottled old-fashioned. Where's my cherries? And I don't know if Dan's is doing it all together. Sometimes individual stores do a clearance on something they're not carrying. Like, 2 please, get the checkout, and they want a 55. I'm like, dude, it's 49 on the site. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll match it. Technically, they're kind of not meant to. Some are meant to just be website prices. But if you go into a store and say, hey, look, it's this on the website, they'll sell it to you for that. Now, I want to see what my one's saying. Dan's. What does Dan's have in their Starwood range? Let's have a look. What are they doing? Twofold. I feel like the base price for twofold has come down. $63.95. Panettone. $99.99. Not really worth it, in my humble opinion. Nova. Especially not when Nova's been marked down from 99 to 89. Nova's a much better deal than Panettone. Honeycomb 85. New Old Fashioned. Okay, my Dan's, it's not marked down. Whiskey Negroni clearance. $4 cheaper. Also, I don't like Negronis. Solera. I haven't had the 100 proof in ages. It's very expensive. The Stout Cask. One, I've never had a whole bottle, but I've tasted it and it's yummy. But have they still got the original Unexpeated? That's from years ago with the stupid name. Okay, they are doing a clearance on the coffee old-fashioned. 42 instead of 56. Octave barrels and peated finish. And 200, although they're all out of stock. But yes, I did finally get a taste of the Stout Cask, and it was yummy. You never got the second bottle of Panettone. Yeah, I did exactly the same thing, Strictly Sega. I couldn't stop talking about the whiskey and saying it Auntie Donna style. Panettone. Well, yes, drink the new old fashions on a Friday night stream. As I've mentioned a couple times, I went to like a Starwood event once at a boutique bar here in Melbourne, and they were giving us tastings of things, and it was like, oh, it started to go, here's an old fashioned. And it was really good. And I'm like, oh, what whiskey did you use in the old fashioned? And they went, that's the bottled new old fashioned. I was like, oh, okay, this is really fucking good. And of course, I work with 2 people of Italian heritage. So I was talking about Christmas with them, just going, "Did you get some panettone?" I had to play the Auntie Donna clip for them, and they found it hilarious. Auntie Donna doing a sketch in the style of Italian New Wave cinema. It's an okay old-fashioned. It's not mind-blowing. I'll have to try something that's like maybe make a Manhattan or something. Nothing wrong with it, but I probably enjoyed it more straight than in an old-fashioned. When you drink the new old-fashioned, oh yeah, little dash of simple syrup, why not? After the stream, if you want such a little taste of some of the new stuff. Ooh. Nice. Just thinking, ooh, might send a little Christmas package in this box. Right, why is it? This one won't close. Why won't it close? What's stopping it from closing? Okay, something's gone. Oh, that's what it is. Like fucking. Okay. Fucking silica. Okay. Now is it working properly? Oh yes, it's working properly now. This box is just hilarious. No. Oh. Make you want to take the whiskey to bed. It is a bit saucy, that one. It is an awesome box, isn't it, Heine? I actually have 2 of them. Yes, the satin lined sheet. So, Streaky Sega, is this something I should say for Christmas, or open it on the stream? It does seem very saucy, the satin sheet in there. And it was also inside a plain box for, ease of packaging. Oh, no, I haven't opened it already. I said, okay, I'll open it on stream. Okay, this doesn't have one of those easy open. Okay, it's coming open pretty easily, though. Come on, goddammit. Spoke too soon. Came 75% open. And then got difficult. Ooh! There's 2 things in here. Nice. Okay. So, Legend Cocktails. Little by Murray Powell. General advice. Okay, I'll give you some general advice. Okay, so it's secondhand. You're not going to give secondhand for Christmas. Okay. Do I have or will I have to borrow a blender and a shaker? Do I have the glasses ready? Do I know a discount score to get a couple dozen gently? Will I hire some? This is how to host a cocktail party. Wow, there's a lot of notes. The essential. This is a pretty cheesy party. Bacardi doesn't say rum, says Bacardi. Cointreau, Kahlua, Baileys, Sambuca, Midori, Malibu. This is like an 80s thing. Additives and others. Blender, glasses, sugar syrup, lemon juice, pineapple juice, cream, milk, fruit, can opener. Don't forget the music. Tricks of the trade. You can't buy sugar syrup. You can. You make it. This actually does seem like good practical tips for someone who hasn't really explored it. Oh, a few layered ones. After dinner mint. Look at the layers on that. America's Cup, Southern Comfort, Bacardi, Galliano. This is disco drinks, anabolic steroid. Another. I'm not sure how well the layering comes up. Cointreau Midori Blue Curacao. Between the Sheets, Bizarre. B52, that's a classic shot. Black Nipple. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good visual one, the brain hemorrhage. So you layer it. Bailey's, Sambuca, Midori, or I think actually in reverse order. Midori first, then Sambuca, then Bailey's. And then you drop grenadine and it drips down through. I remember seeing, I don't even remember what it's called, but there was a bar in Queensland that specialized in those visual ones. Yeah, and the pictures on their Facebook picture. Okay, so this one, summer cocktails. Delicious recipes for refreshing summer cocktails. Oh, interesting. This is a binder style thing too. Okay. Traditional and modern. Okay. Introduction. Essentials, equipment, yes. This again seems like really good tips for people. Techniques, cracking and crushing ice, making sugar syrup, frosting glasses, shaken or stirred. Classic cocktails. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. It gives you variations. Like, here's a default recipe. Brandy, curacao, maraschino, lemon juice, sugar. And then a bunch of variations. The sidecar. The cocktail that told me that I like brandy. So brandy, orange liqueur, lemon juice. Nice and simple. Champagne. Top it with champagne. A Chelsea sidecar. That's with gin. Okay. Boston sidecar. So that's rum and brandy. A Polish sidecar. Gin, blackberry brandy. Huh. Bailey's, there's a did you know, Bailey's Irish Cream is the world's top-selling liqueur and accounts for 1% of Ayr's export revenue. That is the Republic of Ireland. Nice. This is pretty neat in that it does a well-known cocktail, then gives you a whole bunch of ideas for variations. This is very creative. Pina colada, white rum, dark rum, pineapple juice, coconut cream. Or lighten up. White rum, Malibu, pineapple. Amigos. White rum. I would have thought, calling it Amigos, I would have thought we're getting tequila in there. Strawberry, banana. Margarita. Oh, God. Screwdriver, variations. Okay, at least that's a fun name. A cordless screwdriver. Okay, so a screwdriver is normally vodka and orange juice. Cordless screwdriver is just vodka in a shot glass and have a wedge of orange, dip it into caster sugar, knock back the shot, and then suck on the orange. That's actually pretty funny. The Harvey Wallbang is named after a California surfer who took such prodigious delight in drinking screwdrivers topped with a Galliano float. He ricocheted from wall to wall, leaving the bar. This is actually pretty neat. Ooh, it's got non-alcoholic cocktails. I'm always interested if someone has a good mocktail recipe. Lip smacker. Ooh, a savory one. A tomato, orange juice, lime juice, an onion, spring onion, chili, and Tabasco. Ooh, it's a savory one. Hey, James, how you doing? Many... Oh, you got the Bailey's thing. Yes. Yeah, but big part of Ireland's export industry. Melon, orange juice, and lemon juice. Okay, honestly, I might even take more inspiration from the non-alcoholic one. I'm always intrigued. It's like a Little Prince, apricot juice, lemon juice, apple juice. I mean, that sounds like a good combo. Anyway, that is a very neat book. Thank you, Charlie. Hear that in your voice. Surprised you can remember it. Oh dear. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should we say some good summer drinks? Well, they literally call it summer cocktails. And the combination of the base recipes and variation suggestions. Good. I like their Mai Tai is the proper, subtle, simple one. White rum, dark rum, orange liqueur, lime juice, orgeat, grenadine for some color if you want it. Oh, decorations. A horse's neck. Hang a long spiral of lemon rind over the rim of a tall chilled tumbler. Okay. A beefeater martini. Listen to this. So you have ice in your mixing glass, dash dry vermouth over the ice, pour in a measure of beefeater gin, stir well, strain into a chilled cocktail glass. Great, nice, simple martini. Then decorate with a sliver of fillet steak. I would be so weirded out by a bar that served me a drink decorated with a sliver of fillet steak. That's wild. Tequila sunrise. Oh, okay, but a variation on a tequila sunrise. Blinding sunrise. Tequila, vodka, orange juice, orange liqueur. Oh, and then pour grenadine over the top. Okay. Ooh, Bloody Mary. They've got a few Bloody Mary recipes. Different mules. Variations on a screwdriver cracks me up. Buck's Fizz. That's such a 70s drink. It's just champagne and orange juice. Yeah, mimosa. Did you know, in spite of his ruthless ambition and Prussian earnestness, Otto von Bismarck must have had a more frivolous side to his nature because he's reputed to have created the black velvet cocktail. Good Lord. Oh, okay, contemporary cocktails. Didn't know there was a frozen daiquiri. Tequila slammer. Okay, I don't slam my drink. A wild night out. Tequila, cranberry juice, and lime juice topped with soda. Okay. A Carolina. Tequila, grenadine, vanilla, cream, and egg white. A little dessert drink. A crocodile. Vodka, triple sec, Midori. Let me just... some great stuff in here. Ice, ice, baby. Ooh, that was the other thing I was going to do. Take my liqueur out of the barrel and put it in the bottle. Do I have... I think I even have a funnel here. I should probably do it. Then maybe put some wine back in the barrel. I even went to the supermarket today and didn't get any oranges to have an orange peel in my cocktail. So I feel somewhat bereft, as that's a default thing that I do have orange peel in there. So Mrs. Angry gets a nice flavored orange peel and water to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. I was like, stumbles are now running in the relationship. In a pub last night, and just when we arrived, Mrs. Angry slipped on a step and sprained her ankle. So she's sort of hobbling around at the moment, keeping an ice pack on her ankle. No one in the pub understood. When they go, "Oh, you're all right," and she's going, "Well, I didn't dislocate my finger," and they're like, "What?" And I was strapped up, and so I was going like, "Yeah, I fell a couple of weeks ago, dislocated my finger." Fallen Dreams, hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Yes, I dislocated my finger, and I'm having surgery on it on Thursday. So, it's like if I try and move it, it shakes. If I'm trying to hold it still, it stays still. But if I try and move it, I'm not very good at moving it, and it starts doing that largely involuntary shaking. Yeah, it's the middle joint was dislocated, and like 3.5 weeks ago now. And I saw a specialist last week. Actually, maybe it's 4.5 weeks now. Saw a specialist last week, and he looked at it and went, "Yeah, your ligaments all fucked up." And the old put out that won't help. That might temporarily work, but the ligaments are all fucked up, so we got to do some surgery. So I'm getting surgery on Thursday, which I had bruises here and sort of broken skin, and so I'm getting the surgery on Thursday. So I'm probably not streaming on Thursday, even if I'm home at the normal time. Even it's just on local anesthetic. I might still be high as a kite when I get home, which again, admittedly, would be funny on a stream, but I probably won't do it. Friday's up in the air whether I will stream or not. It's going to depend how I'm feeling, if I'm in pain, and yes, I slipped in the gate. It was raining. The footpath was slippery. I went to step on the gutter and missed and slipped and just fucking face planted. And I was initially far more worried because I smashed my face, scratched my glasses, and I could taste blood, like my teeth had hit my lip. And I'm going like, I've broken teeth, and I don't know, but I didn't break any teeth. And it wasn't until a couple minutes later that I went, wait, that finger is definitely at the wrong angle. And it was dislocated. But gold, me being off my face I don't know. The specialist said I'll be very dreamy. So someone has to come and get me. I can't be trusted to go home on my own after this. So Mrs. Angry is going to come and get me. Even if she can't drive, because like I said, she twisted her ankle. If she decides she can't drive, like she'll have to come in a taxi and get me because they won't let me go on my own. So James, be funny, but negotiating with Substrata, compromising reality is stressful enough and lonesome, let alone with an audience. Yeah, it'd be pretty wild. Yeah, Charlie bit my finger. God, there was a trend of videos. Apparently, American dentists drug people out the fucking wazoo, because I saw multiple videos of young people usually having gotten out of the dentist and they're off their fucking chops. Like I've had dental surgery. I've had impacted wisdom teeth removed. And I've had local to the point that I didn't feel the pain when they were doing it, but I wasn't weird and fucked up like these videos. Was it David After the Dentist was a particularly famous one. But yeah, apparently American dentists, for kids in particular, drug them out of their fucking scone. Not here. So James, nitrous, save money on nangs, get a tooth pulled. Yeah, I mean, well, dentist grade nitrous is next level. Because, okay, fun fact, there are 3 grades of nitrous basically, because it has industrial uses. Like, you get cars that have nitrous injection. That's like no low grade nitrous, industrial nitrous. It has few industrial uses. Nangs, as in that are supposed to be used to make whipped cream, although you can make fun cocktails with nitro infusions, actually. But yes, that's food grade nitrous, which is higher quality than industrial grade. And then you get medical grade nitrous that is purer again and will definitely get you, I think. And yeah, AZ loved the Nangs to the point he abused them to the point he actually suffered health effects. Like I was like, well, you can't really suffer that much from Nangs. It's just nitrous oxide. But AZ would do like hundreds a day or something and fucked him up. James, RIP AZ, you do one for the man. Partly for him that you won't. Yeah. No, he was surprised. And he admitted he abused them to the point that he started suffering health side effects from them. And you have to really fucking abuse them to get health side effects. But AZ tended to abuse the substances. Like he jokingly said he personally is responsible for Panadine being taken off the market in Australia because he would consume hundreds of those tablets in a day, because like his chronic pain was so extreme and he wasn't getting any official medication for it. So he's just fucking dosing himself with really quite dangerous amounts of over-the-counter codeine. Oh yeah, no, AZ would no lie take hundreds of Panadine in a day. Yes. He would do, they used to sell packs, like huge packs. I think, what were the largest ones? 70, 80, 90 in a pack? We must have never shared again. Well, I think he had all sorts of disagreements with his bowels, strictly Sega. James, you get prolonged oxygen deprivation. Yeah. So that's what he was abusing it to the point. It affected all sorts of things. Yeah, and fuck his liver up. Constipation from codeine. Jesus, I just took like for like 2 days after I did this, because it was really fucking hurting. I did codeine, like prescription codeine, for 2 days. And I think even that was starting. And that was only a couple of tablets a day. And that was starting to block me up. So, I don't know. AZ's body was just fucked for the basically 2 decades leading up to his death. That's just like... And some of it was not his fault, but some of it was self-inflicted. It's like to cope with the chronic pain. And again, it was a good realization. Like when I fucked this finger up, just that one joint, and certainly for the first week or so, it was in pain most of the time. And it really reminded me that was the level of pain that AZ basically had in every joint in his body every day for 20 years. It's like, fuck. Yes, Tricky saying, I don't want to do too much codeine. If you don't shit, you start to feel bad. And yes, James, AZ and Death had their own arrangement. Yeah, it was oof. There was a different arrangement than was had with most people and Death, to be honest. It's really funny. Okay, so these little Christmas decorations Stricky Sega sent me in a advent calendar, working my way through them. So they're like translucent plastic little bottles, and they have the name of the thing on it, but you see the writing on the other side. And if you look at the wrong side, it's just like, that appears to be in Sanskrit. What's a Sanskrit cocktail? Then you go, oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. Oh, look, I looked at the other side and it was English letters. Well, that's a turn up for the books, isn't it? Yeah. It looks like a not English language. Russian. I was probably being a bit flamboyant saying Sanskrit. But it's weird because, like, I find myself looking at, what the fuck is that? And really looking at it and going, I can't fucking read that. What the fuck is... And I'll shine a light on it and go, oh, it's backwards. Oh, look. If I turn it around, it's easy to read. So it's just all about perspective and where you look. I was also going to say, did I talk about the fact I was road testing a hearing aid on any of the streams? Because I'm going back to see them tomorrow, and I'm going to tell them it's not worth it because it's a couple $1,000 and it doesn't make a big enough difference. And so, yeah, I'm going to see them tomorrow, and it was just to check in, but I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't justify the expense because it's going to cost me, a couple $1,000 for the surgery on this. And I had car insurance, and it's just like, no, I cannot afford a couple $1,000 on a hearing aid. Get a second-hand one. That sounds dodgy as hell. I appreciate the suggestion, but yeah, what if every bottle was just vodka? Oh yeah, no, I'm not wearing it now. Yeah, I haven't worn it for a couple of days, but I wore it in a lot of different environments. It was different, and there was definitely an improvement in the hearing. Oh, she could say, I'll fucks use one for a month and then die. Damn. Well, I don't know if they'll say that. Like when I go to the audiologist tomorrow and go, like, I purely cannot justify the expense because I have a bunch of others. Just run it under the tap. I'd probably use like an antiseptic wipe if I was going to see anyone. But I didn't mind it. Like, it was really innocuous and as well. But I just got too many expenses. Oh God, my fucking key for opening my car. You have the little unlock buttons on it. Last week, the unlock button kind of just broke off, and I couldn't put it on. So I could see the bit that had to be pressed down inside the key. And so for the last week, I just had like something pointy stabbing into the thing to open. And I started asking, I was ringing around today to places that did key replacements. And I'm asking, can you do a key replacement? And the quotes ranged from $250 to $550. And I'm going, well, I guess I'm going to the $250 guy. And Mrs. Angry goes, did you not get a spare when you got the car? And I said, I don't know. I would have given it to you. Do you remember me giving it to you? Because I don't remember it. And she goes, I don't. But it's a 10-year-old car, something that happened 10 years ago. And she just went, wait a minute. And she looked at a container where she keeps things. And yeah, she had my spare key, which works. So that saved me $250. James is a connoisseur of industrial deafness and tinnitus. Have you got a brain trying to fill in the gaps? Oh, that's fun. I'm not sure I have had that. I have my tinnitus when it's bad is like someone screaming in my ear. It's awful. So you say you think about picking up secondhand ones, $100 instead of paying 1,500. Yeah. I guess the funny thing, James, is would I know if my brain was filling in the gaps? Because I'm just trusting my brain, and my brain might be bullshitting me. I just had another idea for trying out this whiskey. Okay. My old-fashioned mix. Oh, like looking at the floats in your eyes. Oh, God. I get those too. No, you're not trying to be funny or rude. You're telling me genuine good ideas. Get a second-hand hearing aid. The audiologist might recommend that. They're going like, well, you can get a second-hand one. All right, I'm going to try this apple. My spiced apple drink. So you have trouble with accents? Oh, right. So if someone's speaking in an accent and you can't really understand them, you tend to piece it together from the bits you do understand. I get it. I get that. So who's going the other way, Jay? Also, James, I think you missed the elaborate, this is elaborate labeling on this whiskey. I got it ridiculously cheap on a Good Friday sale. I just spilled some of it on my desk. Rude. I'll show you the box, though. I haven't shown the box in a little while. The box is amazing. Show him the sexy box. Remember to label that fancy. Look at this. This is the box it came in. Limited edition Year of the Snake single malt whiskey. He goes, no. The bottle was resting on those satin sheets in there. No. It's incredible. And that was originally sold at over $200. And I got it in a Black Friday sale for $55. So it was 75% off. It was ridiculous. I've learned from people in North America that it's not really legal to mark down spirits as much as they get marked down in Australia, which is interesting to me. James, holy shit. Expecting fruit from the tree and knowledge you couldn't have. I mean, it's an amazing box. Urging you to make love to it. And yes, it needs 70s porn soundtracks when you open it. And you go, bow chicka bow wow. It's ridiculous, and I love it. And I got 2 of those bottles because it was just such a ridiculous markdown. Like a high-end single malt whiskey for less than fucking Jack Daniels. Oh yes, James, Mistress M's old intro theme. That had a very porno, deliberately had a very porno vibe to it. Ooh, that works. That whiskey with my spiced applejack. Yeah. Damn. That is pretty good. But then again, I just think the spiced applejack is pretty good. Fucking yum. That is pretty gosh darned tasty, I must say. I don't know if I must say, but I choose to say that's pretty gosh darn tasty. I'm just thinking if I take my liqueur out of the barrel, what will I put? Probably just some wine until I think of what to put in. I might do it tomorrow night. I'm gonna do it. It's so funny. Young Mr. Angry, who's staying here and temporarily while he looks for another place to live, and he hasn't been here for years. So he asked me today, are there creatures living in the roof of this house? And I went, yeah, possums. They go thundering one end to the other. Sound like a herd of buffaloes half the time. Ooh. Fun tip. I assume you've been at the post office recently, Shriki Sega. December 16th, if you want a package to arrive by Christmas interstate. December 13th, if it's going to New Zealand. You just got an email. Nice. Top tips for Christmas gift giving. What is the date today? It's only the 9th. So to get stuff around Australia, you need to post in the next week. Good to know. Actually, good to know because I was going to send you something. A variety of tings, in fact. But we'll take that. So if I get super organized tomorrow, I think I'm going to get a blood test as well. Your business account. Does that go towards community service? Oh, because you got a business account. They email you all the fucking time. Every fucking day. Oh, a bunch of automated emails from our friends at Australia Post. Oh, man, I tell you what, these freaking people who didn't send me the rum along with that whiskey better fucking reply and say, ooh, we're super sorry. We'll send it now. Because I'm kind of pissed off. No, of course you can't block them because some of the emails will be important. So all their super annoying promotional ones, you just have to live with. Like I've got a bunch of ones like people I've bought something from, I should say. And when I'm waiting for the delivery, get a shit ton of fucking marketing emails. I'm like, okay, I can't unsubscribe yet because I haven't received the thing I bought from them. And it's like the day the package arrives, it's like, cool, unsubscribe. Like my office chair. Remember talking I was getting an office chair? It's supposed to arrive last week. And I emailed them today and say, hey, you told me it would be here last week. What the fuck? I was much more polite than that. And they were apologetic. I'm sorry, like we got so overwhelmed with Black Friday stuff. It's running late. And then they said they're going to, I should expect it next week. And it's like, okay. Oh yeah, strictly Sega. This mob, they should just go, oops, sorry, we'll send it to you. Nick sent me extra stuff. Oh, a slightly different problem I had with one of the sites I bought from that Kirsten recommended, Nip of Courage. They just sent completely the wrong bottles. I did a fairly big order, like 6 bottles, and they got 3 of them wrong. And I just emailed them and said, yeah, hey, you got like 3 of them wrong. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, we just changed this and that. And they said, keep the wrong ones and we'll send you the right ones, which is what they should do. I mean, strictly Sega, I think it would be nice of them if they sent me something extra as an apology. Oh, God, Safa, you've been waiting 2 months for something. Yeah. Well, interestingly, do you remember the saga of my pillows? The pillows are super good, but the site's really scammy, and they've got a reputation for forcing extra things and charging your credit card. Like some people were saying, like, I ordered 2 and they sent me 6 and billed me and this whole thing. And yeah, so I ordered 1 and got 2. And initially I thought it was me and I was too embarrassed to do it. But then Mrs. Angry really liked the pillow, so we both have one. But yeah, I think I looked it up on a stream and there were all these things, like Choice Magazine had a thing like, yeah, these people are fucking scammers. They push extra things on you. And I was like, does my head in. Like, they have an exceptionally good product. Like, these weird shaped pillows are fucking amazing. I go to sleep so much easier and sleep so much more deeply. They're like awesome pillows. So they're selling this great product, and at the same fucking time, they're being scammers, which is so weird. Like, I would have written a really positive review for their site, but it's like, no, apparently you guys are scammers. Fuck that. Even though I really like the pillow, like really, really, and Mrs. Angry really likes it. So I don't, in retrospect, I don't mind that I got 2 pillows when I only want, and I paid for 2 pillows when I only wanted 1, because Mrs. Angry really likes it. But yeah, it's so weird to me that they have a really good product and they're super scammy about it. And like, and from what Choice and other websites were saying, when people go, fuck you, I did not order 6 of these, refund my card, you piece of shit. They go like, you have to send them back to us at your cost to Romania or something fucking ridiculous. So it costs you to get which again is against Australian consumer law, but you can't really enforce that in an international website. But that's why you want to buy them through someone who'll just say like, oh, they ripped you off, we'll refund you, we'll go after them. So Safa, what did I have for dinner? I'm still doing my like packaged things from Fruba. It was a chicken enchilada thingy, which was very yummy. Streaky said I got burger from the fancy burger place. Nice. I got burger from a pub last night, the Healesville Hotel, because we're still in Healesville. So, James, depending streaming how long I'll be here, catch you next time. I'm streaming for like another 40 minutes. Just in case, sending metaphysical currency, vibes, prayers, ring. Nice. Send them all, James. Send them all. Oh, for the op, thank you. Tentatively due to everyone. Be good, yeah. Oh, nice. Burger place run by hippies where the menu's a chalkboard. Gotta love that. We found a new place in Healesville. We were just deciding where to go dinner. It's only been open for a couple months, apparently. And it's a Italian restaurant run by these people who have a winery in the Yarra Valley. And they make these spritzes. And I swear to God, this pizza I had was fucking awesome. Mrs. Angry had barramundi, she said was really good. And I am not a spritz person, but their limoncello spritz is fucking incredible. I actually had it on New Year's Eve last year. Safa, we were going to go to the Beechworth Bakery because we were going to do it today before we left. But last night, Mrs. Angry slipped on a stair and fucking sprained her ankle and was very non-ambulatory, so we didn't do it. We were going to. In fact, this place, the Zom, whatever it's called, is actually right next to the Beechworth Bakery. Safa, I am probably streaming tomorrow. I am probably not streaming on Thursday because I'm having surgery on this finger on Thursday, just local anesthetic day surgery. So I'll be back home, but I might not have the wherewithal to be streaming, basically. And then I may or may not stream on Thursday. No, we didn't call an ambulance. Just yeah. We are both trippers at the moment. What and I did mention this earlier. Was in a pub and everyone was very concerned and they were very good. And Mrs. Angry goes, "Well, I didn't dislocate my finger." And everyone was just looking at her like, "Why did you say that?" And my finger was strapped up, so I was saying to them like, "Oh yeah, I fell about 3 weeks ago and dislocated my finger." So yes, probably streaming tomorrow night. Probably not on Thursday, but who knows? I might come on high as a kite. Maybe not on Friday. It depends. If I'm in lots of pain or whatever, then no. But if I feel okay, I'll stream on Friday. But then we're going away for the weekend. So I'll be away Saturday and Sunday night. And then back next week. We will have finished all our go-aways. Mrs. Anger's head some backwards. Yeah, it happened behind me, so I was like one step ahead of her. It was just like 2 steps down in this pub, and then noise of falling, and everyone going, "Oh my god!" and turning around. I'm like, "What?" And she's down there, and I was like, "Oh shit! How badly hurt are you?" And she like bruised her shin, but twisted her ankle. I was like, Safa, we are going to Belgrave. We're visiting a rum distillery that we really like. Honestly, we're doing a bottomless brunch on Sunday, and I have high hopes for it. We'll see. Yes, Rick, say it did scare me. It was very disturbing. It's like Mrs. Angry just wanted to like rest and brace herself. Everyone's trying to pull her up. Are you okay? And she's going like, I don't want to stand up, okay? I just want to sit here for a moment and gather myself. And so everyone was like trying to get her up, and she's like, "Why are you so obsessed with me standing up? I just want to recuperate and gather myself before getting up." But yeah, that was a hell of a thing. Yes, you can say you're going to Killick. Our last visit to Killick was friggin' awesome. And we saw they do a bottomless brunch, and we're like, hell yes, let's try the bottomless brunch. So I'm usually wary of talking things up or things other people talk up, because sometimes the thing won't live up to it. Like the thing may be really good, but your expectations went too high. I find that often with movies. Like movies, people talk up as the greatest thing ever, and then you go to see them and go, "Oh yeah, I suppose that was good, but everyone made me think it's better." Oh yeah, they do great liqueurs. They actually have this reduce waste policy, because they're like a rum bar, a tiki bar. So they go through lots of limes, and they were throwing out massive amounts of lime husks, and they thought this is really wasteful, and they came up with a way. I've got it there. They call it their tiki zest, a curacao made with limes. Oh shit! I dropped one of the things. Where did it go? I'm such a fidgeter, honestly. But yeah, both the drinks and the food there is really good. Like we were there, was like the middle of winter, and for some reason, like they were doing a happy hour on Friday night. And there were very few people there, so they gave Mrs. Anger and I this space with an open fireplace and these lounges. It's clearly meant to be like space for 6 to 8 people, and it was just us. And the happy hour drinks, I was kind of like, oh, I bet the happy hour drinks are kind of shit. They're just bottle juice. We had a couple of their happy hour drinks. They were really good. Oh, nice. You can say, yeah, I think Sophie would love the bubblegum gin. Yeah, they do have some quite interesting gins. Award-winning rums. They've really gone for that Jamaican funk in the rum. Like even their white rum, their standard white rum, like a lot of white rums are really neutral. Theirs has that real funk, like the overripe banana, overripe pineapple sort of feel to it. And then they have a Navy strength version of it, which has won a bunch of awards. But just their generic, they just call it silver, Killick Silver, is really good. And occasionally you can find it on really good deals. I've got it on a really good deal at Dan's. It was in my last cocktail kit, and it was super yummy. But yeah, rum is their focus, but they do have a gin range, and so we kind of have high hopes for their bottomless brunch. We're staying at a B&B, and which is walking distance from Killick, and we're going to see what it's like. Oh yeah, if you want white rum, Killick Silver. And like I said, keep an eye out because Dan's occasionally has really good prices on it. Yeah, it does look like it also. We were initially going to go Friday and Saturday night to Killick. Then we saw, oh wait, they have a bottomless brunch on Sunday. Let's swap it to Saturday and Sunday. And then we can really get smashed in the bottomless brunch. So I'll report. Oh yeah, and again, the people at Killick are so involved in what they do. Like they care. They really care about the quality of what they do. Like I said, and I love their reduce waste mentality. And they're just very creative. Like they actually have, you get those. Well, I guess you call them like pottery tiki mugs. And you get all sorts of really wacky tiki mugs. They actually have some custom built. In fact, it's probably still on here. Oh, okay. You know what? I've got the silver here. What do we got? Okay, I've got Husk. Wait, that's another Australian white. Where was this made? It's in New South Wales. Okay. Husk make good rums. Also, very often, good specials at Dan's. Okay, so Killick Silver. I haven't actually opened this, so I'm going to open it. Oh, this nice bottle is, the bottle has a blue-green tinge to it. Ugh. Okay. So, okay. Again, I also love the labels at Killick. Like that's a kind of that kind of shallow thing about I like the label, but the labels on Killick are really good. Ooh, I should compare it to the Navy strength one because I've got the Navy strength one back there too. Let's do it. Ooh, that was a good pop. Wait, let's do some glug glug ASMR. But it actually didn't glug glug very much. Okay, so I'm going to compare it to the Navy strength, which is hiding back here, which I'm almost out of. I need to replace it. Oh God, I am so almost out of that. And it's good to have a Navy strength white rum. I have a bunch of high proof rums, but having a high proof white rum is good for cocktails. Oh no, it's not my first time. I've had several bottles of it. So this looks the same, but this is their Navy strength. Overproof, 59%. That is almost all gone. But I will be replacing it this weekend. Okay, so Killick Silver. Straight away, just like I say, a lot of white rums are really neutral, like barely more flavor than vodka. This has what they call hogo. That's the wanker. If you want to impress people with how much of a rum wanker you are, if you get a rum and it has that really funky sort of overripe fruit aroma on it, that's called Hogo. So, and taste wise, oh, it's really light. Like it's really easy to sip. Very warm going down. It's oof, and it just really stays with you. The warmth of it. It's very sweet. And it really does have. It's reminiscent of like overripe bananas or overripe pineapple. Just like the really distinctive flavor. Oh. I made my spiced rum with Killick Silver, actually, because it was a good base for it. And I really like my spiced rum. Okay, so this is the... yeah, okay, here's the thing, Streaky Sega. The Overproof won all these awards. Like, what's the thing on it? Oh, the other term, Hogo is like a colloquial term. Ester, I think, is the scientific thing about the smell high ester. So Killick White Rum has high ester. I feel like is someone setting off fireworks somewhere near me? There's just a constant boom boom. Is it Hanukkah? Because I'm in a Jewish neighborhood, and often on Jewish festivals they set off fireworks. Hob, how are you doing? I do feel like a stranger. It's been a while since we've seen you. How have you been? I'm just doing rum tastings, just by the by. Yeah. When I was at Killick, they were like, okay, yeah, our Overproof won these awards. I think people underrate our standard proof. Okay. So it's got the Hogo, the ester, but more so. And you taste the higher proof. Now, for me, the Overproof white, I'd only do it in cocktails, but the standard Killick Silver, sipping. Oh, Harbs. Okay, not great. A lot going on. Not much of a good, but getting there. Oh, what tell you all about my dislocated finger. See, this is a normal finger. This one is a bit discolored and a bit swollen. I'm getting surgery on it on Thursday. Okay, I'm getting really concerned. Someone is firing off fireworks, whether in their backyard or official. I don't say, if I looked out the window, I wouldn't see anything because there's a big fucking tree out there. But yeah. I'm assuming that's fucking fireworks, not gunfire. Yeah, it's quite a thing. Maybe Christmas carol. You think you associate fireworks with Christmas carols? I mean, maybe. It literally sounds. It's happening so regularly. It does sound like a T-Rex getting closer. It really does. But yeah, no, Charlie, I would legit recommend standard Killick Silver over the Overproof. Overproof, good for cocktails where you want to kick up the octane, but to just have a really enjoyable rum, standard Killick Silver is so nice. Yes, excellent tip, Hub. Don't hide in the toilet. That won't work. Oof. Yeah, I think serious rum people would really like the overproof silver. But yeah, Charlie, with regards to Killick and another good Australian one, Husk, keep an eye out at Dan's. They regularly have massive markdowns, like a third off. Everyone was, oh, thank you. I know you're just doing song lyrics, baby. You're a firework. But you think, Hub, I'm doing fairly well. I'm just back from like a 4-day. I'm on leave from work at the moment. Just back from a 4-day weekend away in the Yarra Valley with Mrs. Angry, where we had a fantastic time. Jesus Christ, the firework booms are getting unsettling. I hope they're fireworks and not a running gun battle somewhere in my suburb. Because they are really going on. Although, yeah, that cavalcade then might have been the climax, because a lot of thumping noises happened in a row, and now they've stopped. Put a glass of water on the desk. If its surface ripples, run. Okay, I was thinking of, that reminded me of, there's an Amazon Prime movie called Playdate, which had so much potential and was kind of okay, but there were just some really stupid fuck ups on it. Not least, there was like with edits, and it was like shot to shot, it didn't make any sense. Like, it was really badly edited, so cuts from shot to shot didn't go together. Suburbs sort of Palestinian. I have super conservative old Jewish people in my suburb, so okay, delving into dark humor territory at the moment. There was look, there's often fundraisers, and fundraisers are good. Everyone has need. And there was a billboard I saw in the neighborhood, and it was donations for bomb shelters for Israelis. And, no one should get bombed. Okay. I want to make this really clear. No one should get bombed. But yeah, there was the billboard had a picture of a scared kid, and it was like, donation to help build bomb shelters. And I wanted to graffiti the billboard and say, "Don't worry, she's not Palestinian." Yes, the War of the Worlds with Ice Cube is absolutely fucking terrible. No redeeming features whatsoever. The bomb swap. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. So yes, the Amazon's War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, truly 0 out of 100. Worst thing ever. No redeeming features. Just terrible. The concept of how they did it had a lot of promise. The execution was abominably bad. Now, Playdate, it's got Kevin James, and the guy, I keep forgetting his name. He's Reacher on Prime, and he's in League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. He's really good. I watched it for him because I think he's really funny. And this Amazon Prime movie, thank you, Alan Richardson. Again, he seems like a really nice guy. I've read some very interesting stuff. When's the stream going? I don't know, man, until it's not. Could finish in 5 minutes, might be another hour. Who knows? Yeah, Alan Richardson. I reckon He's absurdly huge. And in the last season of Reacher, they got him a nemesis that was even bigger than him, which is hilarious. How did you find someone who's bigger than Alan Richardson? It was very funny. Just the self-aware, um, almost self-mocking stuff in Reacher, I really enjoy. So I watched this play date because Alan Richardson was in it. I thought it'd be good. And it had some good stuff, but Jesus Christ, the execution was really bad. Oh, so he's nemesis, 7-foot Dutch guy who's nice in real life. Yeah, he should be in the big thing. Stringer, how are you building Charlie Kirk into this? Oh my god, I don't know what that is. Anyway, but yeah, like, okay, for instance, and the reason I thought of this movie Playdate is because in one bit, because you're talking about the cup, glass of water, and the ripples from Jurassic Park, there was this one bit where they were there and there was some noise, like boom, boom, and it's like, what's that? Is it a T-Rex? You know, boom. And then after he says that, there was a glass with water going doom doom, and it's like, what the absolute fuck are you talking about? Like, it obviously should have been the noise of the boom boom, and then you should have had a shot of a glass of water going ripple ripple ripple, and then it should have been, oh, is that a T-Rex? But to say, is that a T-Rex, and then show the glass with the, that was so fucking stupid. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Just waking up? You got a big day ahead of you? What are you up to? I know, waking up very early for you. I know. Should you say, I do not know where you're going with fed an entire village of vampires. Oh, it's like one of my favorite. Now you just make me think. One of my favorite vampire movies, 30 Days of Night. And I love it, like the concept, the high concept stuff of 30 Days of Night is so good. And that some old school Euro trash vampires here, like, hey, there's this settlement in the Arctic that at a certain time of the year, they're in complete darkness for a month, 30 Days of Night. So we could go there and the sun's not going to rise and we could just fuck them up. It's so violent, and it's got a couple of genuinely creepy and horrifying moments that I really like. But again, just these old school Eurotrash vampires are so cool. Strictly say, if you watch 30 Days of Night again, you've got to find the video. We have a watching with Angry and Aidsy where we do a commentary track for 30 Days of Night. You met Richard Attenborough at a showing of Chaplin. Private Institute. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Was Danny Houston in 30 Days? God, I don't remember. I don't remember who was in it. Okay, fun bit of trivia, because you've got Richard Attenborough and David Attenborough. Richard Attenborough got a knighthood before David Attenborough, and it was widely speculated, or possibly even explicitly stated, it was an accident and the knighthood was meant to go to David Attenborough, but Richard Attenborough earned it with his film career, and David Attenborough got a year later. But that to me is very funny, that it was a clerical error, that we're giving Attenborough a knighthood, and someone's processed it as it's for Richard Attenborough, and it was meant to be for David Attenborough. With a great big asterisk, I do not genuinely know if that story is true, but I read it at the time and I thought it was very funny. But anyway, they're both Sir Richard Attenborough with his illustrious film career, and Sir David Attenborough with his incredible contribution to educating people about the natural world. You reckon a speech somewhere Richard Attenborough played up on how his brother got it before? Well, again, like I said, this story that I heard might not be true, but that's what I read. So Strick said it would be funny if Richard was just a bogan who sat on the couch smoking cones all the time. The underachieving brother who mistakenly gets a knighthood. I agree, that would be very funny. I would get a damn good chuckle out of that. I don't know if you see this, but like when I hold the Advent cocktail bottles up, it's quite neat. You can see through them. You do that and it's opaque, but you do this and it's translucent and it looks cool. Lorks a lordy. Singer brother Gavin, locked in the Attenborough attic. You know, we don't hear about Gavin Attenborough. He's a chav. It is always funny when one person in a family is a massive high achiever and they have a sibling who's the one that really springs to mind for me is former US President Jimmy Carter. His brother Billy was just a wild redneck. It was so funny. And he got a lot of attention when Jimmy Carter was president because he was not presidential. Billy Carter was not presidential. And he actually licensed a beer, Billy Beer, which is referenced on The Simpsons in one episode. Homer pulls on a jacket he hasn't worn since the early 80s, and there's a beer in the pocket. He reaches the pocket, he goes, "Oh, Billy Beer!" and nicks the beer. But of course, that's in the weird, constantly changing timeline of The Simpsons. There's been like flashback episodes of The Simpsons, their youth in the 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't know if they've done another one with Marge and Homer being in high school in the 2000s. I know they did 70s, 80s, and 90s because time keeps changing, but they don't. So you think what the 70s, early 80s was weird for a kid to grow up in? Speaking as a kid who grew up then, yes. Sorry, I want to share this meme that Strictly Saber. Okay, so for those who don't know, Twitter recently did this thing where they switched on location sharing. Basically, it would tell you the location where an account was based, and all these ones that were supposed to be American pro-Trump things were all in India. And so this meme, Twitter after account location visibility was turned on. An American thought they were with other Americans, but everyone was Indian. Apt, very apt. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna put in. I think okay. It's just a weird thing. Charlie sharing stuff's on the Plex. Yeah, no, Hubs. It was in the last week. I don't think it's like a location as in your street address, but the country that an account was based in. Madam Butterfly, you're finalizing things. Oh yes, that's right. You're going to Japan. Is that like next week? Yeah. Oh, you're going to a language school in Japan. Oh, you should get a job as an English teacher for Japanese people. That'd be awesome. But okay, I'm going to do this. Things Charlie has added. Let's have a look. Okay, what do we got? Do this. So, VHS Massacre 2. Uncle Drew, don't know that. Underdogs, don't know that. Dead Next Door, Paid in Full. Oh, the old JLo movie, enough. Drumline, I know that one. I haven't seen Unfinished Life. Wow, you're getting a few JLo movies in there. Nice. Oh, What Fun, that's a new one. Howzos. Martin Scorsese Presents the Saints. Under the Dome. Oh, that's a series. Unhappily Ever After. Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, which I love. Crapopolis. Ooh, I haven't watched season 3 of Crapopolis. I'm going to have to watch that. The Prisoner. That's the one you got on for me. Smiling Friends. Young Mr. Angry loves Smiling Friends. Honey, realizing time may change me, but I can't change. Time is wrong. Then she travel at speeds close to speed of light, then he could change time. The US story of a young gamer who tracked down on a plate, killed them in the game, fly with it. Yeah. The Twitter thing did not give you even a city, let alone a street address. It was literally just saying the country. And so there were all these MAGA accounts, like proud American accounts, and they were just outrage farming accounts from India. Oh, Happy Tree Friends. I fucking love Happy Tree Friends. I've got the first season on DVD, actually. The weird, ultra-violent Happy Tree Friends. My personal favorite was Flippy, the war veteran who had PTSD, and he'd be acting really normal, and then someone would do something that would trigger his PTSD, and he would just murder everyone. Yeah. Happy Tree Friends. God, that's like 20 years old, isn't it? It's so funny. Yeah, because Happy Tree Friends looks cute and always devolves into ultra violence. It's just ridiculous. Oh God, Strictly Sega, the Mr. Hell show. Yes. Yeah, that's another one that's about 20 years old, isn't it? Oh, some fucking wild stuff. I love, ever since the 90s, each generation has had completely surreal animated shows, like for kids. They're suitable for kids. But if you look at them for a while, you just go, what the fuck is going on here? And they've been, the adult animation since the 90s has been very good. But there's been great stuff for kids. It's like suitable for kids, but absolutely surreal. You know, stuff like The Regular Show. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Harb, definitely. Just giving kids weird surrealist humor, I think, is a good thing. Yeah, back in the 90s, you had Ed, Ed and Eddie and Johnny Bravo, even Powerpuff Girls. Just fucking weird shit. And I say weird shit in a very positive and affirming way because I am quite the fan of weird shit. Oh yes, Cow and Chicken, Ren and Stimpy. I did like Ren and Stimpy, but it turns out the creator of Ren and Stimpy, John Kricfalusi, absolute piece of shit. serial predator sexual abuser would draw in go to Comic-Con and draw in young fans and sexually exploit them. Horrible person. Absolutely horrible person. Like, I was watching a doco on, the history of Ren and Stimpy, and it's like, they were, or the people from the establishment were basically saying, like, John Cristofalusi is a bit of a dick and impossibly difficult to work for. And I thought, oh, is that going to be the big revelation? John Cristofalusi was a dick. But no, it turns out sexual predator, serial abuser, horrible person. Madam Buffalo, I want to know if you do his party stream Friday. You're going to be at the airport. Okay, so to catch you up, Madam Butterfly, you know about my dislocated finger. I'm getting surgery on this on Thursday. It's only under local anesthetic. It's day surgery, so I'll be going in, getting the surgery in, and going home. So probably not streaming on Thursday. Like, I probably am streaming tomorrow night. Probably not streaming on Thursday because I'll either not be home from the surgery or be home but really out of it because of the anesthetic or in pain. So very unlikely I'll stream on Thursday, but who fucking knows? And I may or may not stream on Friday. Again, because of the surgery, how much pain am I going to be in? That sort of thing. Then I'm going away for Saturday and Sunday, so definitely no streams because I'll be going away. I'll be with Mrs. Angry. All right. I'm back to my more or less regular schedule next week. So I'll have finished with all the decadent going away and spoiling ourselves. Because, God, this 4 days, when we were away in Healesville, we went to Four Pillars Distillery twice, Friday and Saturday night. Oh, my God, they do happy hour on Friday night, half-price gin cocktails, and the gin cocktails are so good. We visited a couple of small distilleries, Stag Lane, that we really like, and another one that was a winery for years, but they've built up a distillery in the last 4 or 5 years. Now they have vodka and gin and rum and whiskey, and they're quite nice. An Italian restaurant, a new Italian restaurant in Healesville that was really good. Our favorite cheese place, Sophie the Cheesemonger. Oh, just this ridiculously decadent cheese, this cheddar that's aged and it's covered in barley grain that's soaked in whiskey. And so that soaks into the cheddar. So the cheddar's got this real sort of umami, almost Vegemite flavor and a definite whiskey flavor. It's so good. And we had this Spanish goat milk cheese, manchego, that's infused with truffle. So good. And we actually had this French soft cheese, a washed rind. They've been washed in wine. It was so good. Just such over-the-top cheeses. And she also makes these impossibly amazing sandwiches and toasties. I posted a picture on the socials of Ultimate Cheese Toasty. Honey, I think like will make you get high from personal experience. Oh, well, I don't know. I just got told that I'd be very dreamy under this local. General's fucked. It takes a long time to recover from. I'm meant to be able to recover from this local pretty quickly. What's going on the Discord? Oh, yes. Did you ever see the news story about Netflix trying to buy Warner Brothers and HBO Max in what is possibly illegal? Oh, there's weird media mergers happening in America. They're all fucked up. Oh, if you love matured cheddar, you'd fucking love this place that we went to. Strictly say, I heard a few weird things about the Warner Brothers story, that it's just these right wingers who want to take over all these things and basically turn CNN into another Fox News or something. And it's like Trump's son-in-law is one of the investors. They're so fucking weird. It's just, Paramount are bidding a hostile takeover. Be a bit tipsy. No, I was reading a bit about it. It's just weird fucking media consolidation. Okay, Mrs. Angry's going to bed. So I'm going to go to bed too. So I am probably doing a stream tomorrow night. Just rinsing my mouth with some water. I'm going to eat my cherry. Yeah, no, it was just impromptu streaming tonight, and it's been fun. Because my streaming schedule for the rest of the week is going to be weird. Thank you, Herb, for the good wishes. Yeah, I'm really glad Chef could be part of that. Oh God, I love those fucking cherries so much. Oh God, so fucking good. I love it. Oh, I didn't decant the liqueur in there. I'll maybe do it tomorrow. Yeah, no, I haven't done Tuesday in ages. It was very spontaneous to do it tonight. But probably streaming tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But you'll take care. I'll see you another time. Bye for now.
You are totally